Piper with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 23rd of March, and we're looking at the DAX to start with. Interesting pattern here. In this report today, look at the bear case on equities. The action on the DAX is now looking negative in the medium term, well, the shorter term and medium term, and very possibly the longer term as well. Fundamentally, I think the EU's got real problems, and I think this may well be reflected in what we're seeing on this chart now. But from the peak around this level here, around 13,600, we saw this A, B, C. Now this could have been a fourth wave. We've now got an A, B, C. We'll look at a bit more detail in a minute, but A, B, C. But I think it overlaps with this low here, so it can't be a wave 4, because in Elliott rules, the wave 4 can't overlap with a wave 1, which it would be. We're looking at a 5-wave decline. So count this as a complete ABC move. So let's have a look at the action here in a bit more detail. One other point, this is the 200-day moving average, and it just hit that, which I'll expand this chart. This is the daily chart, so you see that the DAX spiked above the 200-day moving average and fell back below it, which is quite a major event all by itself. It shows that people are looking to short this market, and you can see this big solid bar here. Now let's go down to a little more detail. Right, here's the rally that we've seen since that low, and it now looks clear like a clear A, B, with the A subdividing into 5, and the C subdividing into 5 as well, up to there. So, okay, the wave C wasn't quite equal to wave A, but very similar. Let's have a look at the action since that peak. Now the wave count here is not 100% clear. The C came in here. Looks to me like we've got a 1, a 2, a rather messy 3, a 4. That means the current move could be a 5. It does actually subdivide quite nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could be the end of a 1 wave, the first move down. I'm not totally convinced by that count. It's a rather messy, rather big, rather subnormal 2 wave, rather a big 4 wave, messy 3rd wave. So it could be that we're not going to see a low just yet. But I think the writing's on the wall that we have seen a major peak possibly up here last week, just after expiry, and that the market will now start to fall away, possibly quite sharply. We have got major long-term patterns suggesting peaks this year. It could have come in last year, but the ABC nature of the falls suggests that it's actually coming in this year, at least on the various markets doing various different things. So we'll look at those as we go forward. Right, the Dow, we saw the peak back in October. Again, an ABC form. Now, that's a corrective form, but we've seen a 5-wave advance into the peak around 26240. That technically could be the official peak of the market, but an unorthodox top. It hasn't made new highs. So, in Elliott terms, the peak came in this year. If this is the peak, of course, it's rather early days to claim that at this point. But it didn't make new highs, so it wasn't actually the peak, but it counts as the unorthodox peak on the Dow. So let's have a look at the actual action since. Right, this is what I'm counting as a peak of 5, so the unorthodox peak, just above 26200 thereabouts. Again, the initial form is not very clear. I mean, it's hard to count 5 there. Looks like an ABC though. So you have another leg down, A, B maybe. So I think another sell-off below here in the next few days. So certainly a low below 25,000 basically, which could come in quite quickly, I guess. That doesn't quite correspond to what we're seeing on the DAX. As I said, the count on the DAX is not too clear. But I think the longer-term count's pretty clear, and the medium-term count's pretty clear. But the shorter-term action is a little bit unsettled at the moment, which is often the case. But the Dow could easily trace out a similar reversal pattern, suggesting that major peaks are now in place. Right, FTSE, slightly strange pattern on FTSE, or at least strange situation on FTSE. And we've got an A, B, C. Then we've got 5 waves up here. The thing with FTSE is it actually saw a peak around 7,000, in fact, just before the new millennium in December 1999. So FTSE has been going nowhere really for the last 20 years almost. So it's possible that FTSE is going to buck this trend. I mean, this is a clear ABC. It's a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be a 5th wave failure, of course, as per the Dow. A little bit feeble. It also hit the 61.8% retracement level almost exactly, which is interesting. So it needs careful monitoring, and we have, of course, got a pretty solid sell-off there. So you see a very impulsive decline there coming in. So I guess I've got 2 views on FTSE. Perhaps this is going to buck the trend, having done nothing for 20 years. However, that's really a sign of weakness. So maybe that's rather optimistic to say it's going to buck this perceived downtrend I'm talking about. But if this is an impulsive decline, then we'll have to follow that as it goes. If we see 5 waves down, passive sell-off, then you expect that to continue after a corrective rally in this case. So at the moment, we're in a downtrend, a short-term downtrend, and how that pans out will give us a clue to the longer-term picture. Overall, the message here is that we should be looking to take long-term short positions here. So I'll be looking up the ETFs, etc., and also recommending spread betting positions. So I'm not recommending. I can't give advice. So obviously, I'll be saying what I'm doing and explaining the reasons for it, so you can see what you think. But certainly, I think the trend changed quite strangely because DAX went higher to create the pattern. It was looking like a 5-wave advance, but that one additional rally changed the pattern. It now looks very negative, and we're seeing these sharp falls to confirm that. Alright, gold, we've got these 5 waves up, I've discussed that already. We've got the A and the B, and I'm expecting a decline into April, C-wave decline, maybe down to 1250 with 50% retracement. It's possible if we do see these sales I'm talking about that gold might also see a subnormal correction, but we need to monitor that as we go forwards. Here's the decline so far, so a clear A, B, C, another A, B, C, which may not be complete yet, and this is the beginning of the C wave coming in. So I think gold will probably sell off next week to complete that correction before we go up again. And I would expect the rallies on gold I'm expecting will probably come along as the stock markets accelerate to the downside. Right, finally, Bitcoin. We got the 1, 2 down to here. We've discussed that previously. We've got 5 O's up there, a 2 down to there. Now this rather indeterminate thing here, which I guess is more like an ABC than anything else. So maybe we've got another leg down here. Precisely where to, I'm not sure. I think it remains, as I said before, that it's pretty much 50-50 that we go with the lows in, or we're going to see probably one final blip down below 3,000, which will attract quite a lot of buying, I think, if it does happen, and that will be the low. So this ought to be resolved pretty soon now, I think. I would think by this time next month we ought to have a clear resolution on Bitcoin. There's so many positive things happening in the space, really. That there's a couple of banking coins which are doing good things and showing how cryptos can be used to bank the unbanked, for example, in Latin America, and to store and pay interest on cryptos. And just a lot of infrastructure being put in place. Also, I read an interesting article the other day about stable coins, how the stable coins will probably be the main feature for payment systems. But the other coins will back that up, and one of the banking coins has actually got a stable coin tied in with it, which provides a good balance between the coin you want to invest in, which should show massive appreciation, and the stable coin, which will provide the means of the business going forwards. Anyway, that's all for today. If you found that interesting, useful, back to the report on Tuesday morning for subscribers, where I'll be sending out my suggestions on short positions. Have a great weekend, thanks for listening, and bye for now.